Myself with Food and Nutrition, along with Dr. Langley in Kinesiology, decided to collaborate together to work with the Evansville IceMen to be able to give a little bit of information about their conditioning and their training, but then also to be able to give them some information about their nutritional habits, body composition, things like that. So we're going to be teaming up with them over several different practices to help them learn a little bit more and help our students get some exposure and experience working with a professional athlete team.
We brought in people who are alumni, current students, and then we wanted people from the community. So we wanted to have the highest level possible. So we reached out to the IceMen, and he contacted us and said that they would be interested, and has been nothing but gracious and opening it up to us with pretty much whatever we want to do. At this point, we're just monitoring practice and giving a little bit of feedback from a heart rate perspective on drills and recovery, but in the future we hope to expand that. We're giving them right now is, we only have one sample, so it was only 10 athletes for one practice, but what I've started to develop is a recovery index, sort of how fast are players recovering after drills. So their drills were lasting 2 to 7 minutes, somewhere in that range, and then how fast did they recover. So we're giving them an idea of when they're on a shift, when they might be able to substitute back in. Again, that's sort of a scientific approach. Coach has much better feel from a visual perspective, seeing, and then there's strategic reasons why you put people on and off.
I mean, from the nutritional standpoint, we're definitely going to be able to help show them where they may be lacking, some areas that proven through research that are going to be able to enhance their performance on the field, help them with nutrition to be able to recover quickly, more fully recover after their practices and their games. And luckily the guys are very enthusiastic and are wanting to have that information, and they're very health conscious group, so it's been a great partnership.
A lot of it is psychological, and that's part of this is you can tell if somebody's going hard or not. So on the software we have the percentage of their max. If we see somebody going 85, 90%, we know that they're doing their best. If we see somebody a little under that, either they're not conditioned, and so they're not pushing themselves, because you get to a point and it's negative. You get above that intensity and it's going to slow you down. So maybe they're not, or they're overtrained, and that's the other thing. That'll be more of a season-long thing.
Actually, this is just a piece of a bigger picture for a senior dietetic student, Rainey Salyer. She is doing a practicum where she is, we're looking at the USI athletes and kind of comparing a collegiate athlete to a professional athlete, and what their differences are, where their similarities are, where their educational needs are, if there's any gaps or places that we would need to fill in with nutrition education at the collegiate level, hopefully before they made it to a semi-pro or a professional level.
Beth Young, and she was interested in her sport and nutrition class to have students come and see some of the tests that they talk about in terms of body fat percentage and a couple different methods of that. So they talk about the techniques, and we have those techniques. So that's how it developed, and then when we got access to them, then we started to talk a little bit more about what could we do together.